What were y'all as a defense able to do against Mensa to frustrate him, especially early on to start this contest?
The biggest thing against Mensa this week was getting him off his spot. He's a great passer to his right. We all knew that. To his left, not so well. So the biggest thing with Coach Gass and the defense was getting him off his spot, make him throw to his left, make those uncomfortable throws, and then also plastering, getting after the quarterback. That was the big emphasis this week at practice.
Coach mentioned how this team has 60 new players. A lot of guys didn't play with Mensa, but you did. Was there any extra emotion coming into this week knowing you were going against your former QB?
Nah, for sure. Me and Darian came into Tulane together. We were in the same class, came in with Fritz's staff. So there's just always been a big relationship. We stayed in the same airing rooms and stuff like that. So, I mean, we still talk to this day. That's my guy. But it always feels good to get a win.
And then did you get a chance to talk to him on the field, and maybe what was your message to him, and what was that embrace like?
Yeah, after the game, he had a big crowd waiting for him. But once I got to him, he said, just keep going. I said, keep doing your thing, Darren. You're a great player, NFL player in my eyes. I think he was one of the best in the country, and I stand by that. But, I mean, keep doing your thing. I wish the best for him on his journey at Duke, and we're going to do our thing over here at Tulane.
Not necessarily Mensa, but did you feel like you guys had them rattled on offense in the first half? Because they did a lot. They made a lot of mistakes early, and they seemed a little kind of disjointed out there, especially early.
I feel like our coaches prepared us very, very well. Sam was calling out the plays before they even happened. DBs were calling out motions and things like that before they even happened. So I felt like our week of practice was just one of the better weeks, and it prepared us for everything that they were doing in the game. There was no moment in the game where we were confused or on our heels or on our, backed up or something like that. We were always ready for what was coming.
Obviously, this was a sellout crowd, and correct me if I'm wrong. How many times have you been a part of fans storming the field since you've been at Tulane?
The one time the fans stormed the field, it was the loss in the SMU game. So it felt good to finally get a storm crowd and a win, of course. So it's just people that you see in class storming the field. You get to say what's up. It's just a whole lot of joy going on, and you get to see your friends that you don't get to see normally after a game.
And how much, especially for the defense, did the crowd make a difference with how much noise they were making throughout this game?
Just like Summerall and Jake touched on, the crowd was the main reason for the false starts on the PAT attempt. So that's nothing the defense had to do. It was just all the crowd, and moments in the game I couldn't even hear our coach speaking to me because the crowd was so loud. But it definitely affected the game. It helped. Their offensive line couldn't hear what Darian was communicating. And things like that, that's what we need to keep having at Tulane, like having in Yeoman, because that affects the game.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.